So, hero. You'll see that? It's kind of funny. You don't believe that? So, I thought it was funny. So growing up, almost everyone had a hero. Mine was Albert Pujols or Vince Young when I was a little older, but almost everyone had like a childhood hero, and it was maybe an actor or a superhero, like the Marvel superheroes, or maybe even a family member. But everyone had a hero. Hero was someone you looked up to and kind of modeled your life after, I guess you could say, or strived to be like them. A hero was probably someone that you thought was perfect. A hero was probably someone who you thought made no mistakes at all. Well, I'm sorry to crush your entire childhood dreams, but your childhood hero was not perfect. Sorry. If you look at the definition of hero, it says a man of distinguished courage or ability, admired for his brave deeds and noble qualities. Now, I'm sure many of you could probably think of 10 people or so who match up to those qualities. But what is a hero? Because in today's society, the biblical definition of a hero and the world's definition of a hero don't seem to match up anymore. In the Bible, we have heroes like David, who fought off Goliath and saved people. Or people like Peter, who was said to be the rock that the church was built on. Both of these men were brave and courageous, and that's why they were heroes. That's what the definition says. But the world doesn't think the same. See, today in our world we have heroes like Lance Stevenson. He is a professional basketball player who came out of the closet, and because of that, he's considered a modern-day hero. Or there's people like Bruce Jenner, who is considered a hero because he changed the way God made him. So, these people don't sound like heroes, and our world is very, very, very thirsty for heroes, and it's our job as Christians to show them one. So, today we're going to, honestly, I don't know how to word it. We're going to look at 3 ways that we can show the world heroes or be heroes to the world. So that's what I'm going with. So point number 1 is Christians are wearing the road grays. So this isn't original, unfortunately. I got it from one of the worship speakers. When I was at Liberty, it was like a guest speaker guy, and he actually rapped before he preached. I can't do that, but he it was like announcements, and he would rap it, and then he kind of talked about this. So I kind of took it and made it what I think it is, but yeah. So Christians are in the road grays. Many years ago, our nation was founded by Christians and people who believed in the power of Jesus. Many years ago, it was perfectly fine to have a Christmas tree, and it was perfectly cool to call it Christmas, right? And you could profess your faith out loud and not worry about being judged, whether it's at work, school, or almost anywhere else. Well, unfortunately, the times have changed, and the government and the people of the world are trying to throw out Jesus because they think that they're better off without him. But they're so wrong. People such as Tim Tebow, who was criticized because he was living his faith out loud, and he was basically told that, dude, stop, be quiet. He was told to stop, and he was criticized because of it. Or there's people like Robert Griffin III, who was told to turn his shirt inside out because the other side had a Christian reference on it. So it's no longer considered cool to be Christians. And that's what I mean by Christians are wearing the road grays. So if you think about it, in baseball, at least normally in baseball, the home team will wear white, right? And they don't have to get on a plane and travel across the country. They don't have to stay in a hotel the night before. They don't have to be away from their families. They're the home team. They get to stay in their hotel. They get to stay in their own home. They get to say bye to their family in the morning, And most importantly, they get to play in their own stadium that they're practicing and that they're used to. And in that home stadium is a lot of thousand fans screaming and cheering, hoping that they win. They call it the home field advantage. So, most importantly is that home field advantage. See, as Christians today, we're not the home team like we used to be. I would say, a few years ago, we were wearing the white. We were the ones who it was cool to be Christians. Nowadays, it's not. We're wearing our road grays. We're not the home team. We have to travel. We have to leave home. We have to wear our road grays while the tens and thousands of fans cheer, screaming at us in hopes that we mess up and lose. It's not like it used to be. So it's kind of weird that, as Christians, if we were to say one thing about someone or something, maybe not us, but famous Christians, they say something critical about someone, and all of a sudden they're hated because of something they said. It didn't even have to be bad. But it seems like everyone else who's not Christians can just say whatever they want, give their own opinion all the time, and not get criticized. In Matthew, it says, "You will be hated by everyone because of me, but the one who stands firm to the end will be saved." So in the Bible right there, God is telling us that we're going to be hated. He knows that already. He told us that. He tells us we're going to be hated. He tells us we're going to be wearing the road grays. He tells us we're going to be uncomfortable. So why are we scared? See, God's not scared at all, and neither should we. God's looking for people who will say, "I don't care what I think. I don't care what other people think. I love God and I want to share the gospel, so I'm going to do it." God is looking for people to be His heroes that the world is looking for. God calls the willing, not the able. See, God doesn't always want the smartest guy who has 5 degrees or the richest guy. God wants the guy who's willing to say, "Send me, I'll go, and I'll be the hero." And what a perfect example is our church. We're not the biggest church, we're not the richest church, we don't have the fanciest things, but we're willing to say, "Send us," and God uses us all the time. So, it's the same thing. God's looking for heroes because the world needs them. And usually, like on a football team or a baseball team or any team, sometimes we say it, but you call like the road games, business trips. Anyone ever do that, right? So you call them business trips, right? Because you're not going to have a vacation, you're not going to have fun, you're not going to mess around. You're leaving your home to take care of your business and beat the team that's in front of you. Well, it's the same thing for us as Christians. So